Hello everyone, and Zil here, back with another video for HOI4, and this will be my 100th video. The people have spoken, I love democracy, and we will be playing as Germany, get Kaiserin Victoria, oh baby, back on the throne and form the Holy Roman Empire. Germany, Iron Man, let's go. Now back in the old days, Kaiserin Victoria was kind of a meme leader, somewhat secret, but she has grown to be one of the favorite old history German leaders in the game. In the Götterdämmerung expansion, she's still here, as is her Holy Roman Empire formable nation. To get Victoria, we need to do the oppose Hitler or rally the Wehrmacht focus, do the civil war, and go all the way here to return the Kaiser, get Wilhelm III and not Wilhelm II, then go down here to the Anglo-German Defense Pact to buddy up with the British so we can ask for our titles back, leading to a very unfortunate event that will lead to the ascension of Victoria. At some point in the focus tree, right about here, will appear a secret focus to form the Holy Roman Empire with a lot of cores. Accept British naval dominance requires you to have caused less than 25% world tension, so not a lot of early wars before you do the oppose Hitler focus. Let's get started with Rally the Wehrmacht. Because the civil war has become considerably more difficult, we'll be fighting for a while, so I'll start our research with a few of the combat bonuses. Head towards radio and tools for production, and we'll build a bunch of military factories in these territories, not Franken. This will be the exact border between us and the other side of Germany. We don't need tanks, this will do. There are many ways to go about this civil war. My way will be the delete the army way. We'll train one infantry division, that at least will not get split up, so we'll at least have that one. And we'll put all of our equipment on the international market days before the Civil War and get half of it back. The other side of Germany doesn't really get its equipment back, so it'll at least be one half of equipment more than the other side has. We can assign someone here for a special project. Flampanzer, but as soon as the Civil War starts, we lose control of the facility anyway. I'm a real big fan of building an aerodynamics and avionics facility just to get radar, but we'll fix our economy after the Civil War first. We're not going to war with the Brits anytime soon anyway, although they're probably going to be on the list. Gather up the Air Force and delete them as well. 5 speed, let's go. Loyalty to the Kriegsmarine, that's an entirely different path. We mustn't placate Erich Raeder. We'll lose some admirals, but hey, it's fine. 5 days left, let's dump everything we have on the international market. And here we are. Slightly lower speed. Rally the Wehrmacht, and we will purge this Nazi scum from our lands. We'll rally the nation first. We'll be in this war for a while, sad to say. If you can do any faster, that's good on you. So I'll probably do rally the nation, denazification campaigns, and then switch back to our economy tab and do prioritize economic growth. Now you can do the 4-year plan and follow the original Nazi path. I like to go for simple economic growth. We have some political power here. It's tempting to go to war economy, and I think I'll do that. For the duration of the war, at least, I'll have enough war support. After that, we'll have to go back, but it's fine. We will also sharpen air safety regulations. This is important for the Victoria path. You need the Hindenburg to survive, and through this event, it has a far better chance of doing so. Now, let's decline any trades that are open. Go to sell equipment and clear all. We have 24 divisions. Landsturm Regiment is just 6 with infantry blocks. Don't do anything else except defend and go into empty tiles. We'll get Kesselring here because he has inflexible strategist and he's a war hero. Whatever, he's good enough. And we'll get August von Mackensen as the field marshal. Just put them on the line here and this will be fine. Now, with the equipment we got back, we'll deploy this one here at near Erfurt. We're going to train 11 new divisions times 2, highest priority. These divisions will have to do the actual conquering here. The broad strokes strategy is to focus all of our decent divisions on the line here at Erfurt and Weimar, head towards Leipzig, Chemnitz, and hopefully split the north from the south. Use the good troops to wrap up the south, then the north. It's slow and cautious, but the enemy has gotten stronger and better at warfare. What they will do is focus their good troops on you, and they will break out of these encirclements. We don't want that. These guys aren't fully equipped yet. They lost 50% of their fighting strength. They might get some of that back. Let's get a good general. I like Erwin von Witzleben here because an infantry officer and already level 4. He'll do fine. And all the good divisions he'll just pour into his army. Whatever air force we have, we're putting it over here. And we're giving Mackensen offensive doctrine. We can lose that command power. Expatriated communists returning home after the earlier the revolutions. All the communists had to leave Germany and now they're going back. If you're going communist, welcome back comrades, but today we will need to keep an eye on them. It will take a few days for these guys to train up, but once we do have them, we'll be ready to go. We now have 12 divisions. Awesome. We'll train 12 more. We don't have the equipment, but it might just fill up. We'll take these guys and attack Erfurt. The Nazification campaign is done. We can't progress here at this time. So we'll head over to here and prioritize economic growth. The south is almost clear. Many ways to go about it. It looks like the AI is attacking me here at the Dresden front. So I'll use Kaiserin and his troops to move to the north here and attack from here. The AI may do something different in your game. Improvise, adapt, overcome. And use Air Force. In the decisions here you can see there's a rebellion building in Silesia. You can postpone it a little, but it'll go away as soon as that war finishes and you can get a certain focus. If Silesia does rise up, it isn't that much of a problem. You can take them. Should probably cancel Mifo bills now. There goes Stettin, and now let's head towards Berlin. Develop modern maneuver warfare because it's a 35-day focus. I have a feeling I'm nearing the end of the civil conflict here. They have like 9 divisions on this one tile here. See if I can go around it. Just need Berlin anyway. Berlin taken. Keep expanding. And we're done. Hitler found dead and hang the Nazis. And we'll simply demobilize the Bismarck Jugend. I'm way ahead of that rebellion in Silesia. Let's repair the civilian factories first. Right, let's get political again. Let's tend to the future of Germany, then do monarchist sentiment, revive the Kaiserreich, and return of the Kaiser. Return of the Kaiser event will pressure the Dutch to give us back the German Emperor, who is in exile. In fact, he's in exile in Huis Doorn, which is very close to Utrecht and very close to where I live. It's still a museum now. We want the Dutch to feel not too threatened by us, so they will not give us back the Kaiser. For that purpose, we'll have to delete our army. Monarchist sentiment. We will have to demobilize our economy at some point. and return of the Kaiser. I'm going to finish this one military factory here, but then I'm going to focus on a few civilian ones. And I do want my avionics facility to be built first. Return the Kaiser. Let's wait for the Dutch event. They refuse to return the Kaiser. Perhaps they have a point. We will have other candidates, and Wilhelm III ascends to the Kaiser position. Now, in the old tree, you had to go through Expatriate the Communist, which is now optional. I do advise you to take it now, because it will turn France communist, which will allow us to take them without the Allies getting involved. We are on a time limit. If you wait too long, the French will join the Comintern. So, there's that. Expatriate the Communists. After that, it will be Weltpolitik, accept British naval dominance, carve up the Congo, which sets up a conflict possibly with Belgium, and then the German Defense Pact. In terms of that Congo conflict, we will start building an army. Now, the easiest way to do that is to create small, very small infantry divisions. Just 2 whiffs and train a whole bunch of those. I'm going to train 4 batches of 26 of those. So I'll have 4 armies of 24 and 8 that I can turn into motorized and later possibly tanks. We also have a bunch of political power here, but we need to reinstate Wilhelm's right of succession and modernize the succession laws, and it's all gone. Primary army, and we know who we're putting in charge. Level 5 General Erwin von Witzleben. Start building up some military experience. I'm going to get a chief of the army. I'd like to get the attack guy, but I need to progress down the military focus tree first. So I'll get Ludwig back. Weltpolitik is next. I'm exercising another army on the border of Denmark for future purposes. Taking a slight detour here to rebuild the nation and revitalize the nation. 2 35-day focuses that will really help me rebuild. Ah, Flammpanzer. Hans will be pleased. And that's revitalize the nation, and we'll do accept British naval dominance. There will be some events with the Brits later on, so we will be improving relations with them. As well as with Belgium, they need to accept something as well. Minus 20% dockyard output. That's going to hurt for later. Carve up the Congo. We'll ask Belgium nicely if they will give us the Congo, me and the Brits. And we have an air facility. I'm primarily in it for the radar, so I'll just get Manfred von Ardenne. And now we're building civilian factories with a civilian factory bonus. Isn't that grand? As if I min-maxed it. Denmark offers a trade proposal. We have no need for Danish products. Hindenburg incident. We need Hindenburg to progress, so this is a good thing. Here's carve up the Congo. Will immediately progress with the Anglo-German Defense Pact. Belgium will give up the Congo, and the Congo crisis is done. We have a bunch of German Empire Congo here. And you know what? I don't want to occupy all that stuff. I mean, we can set this to local police force, but it's still, you know, pretty useless. But what if we release Congo Leopoldville as a puppet? Well, in that case, let's just take Witzleben off the exercise. 1, 2, 3. Belgium declares on the Congolese state. Thanks, Belgium. That's a free war for me. Witzleben, you go and take Belgium now. We have 1 tile on which to attack, so we will just attack it with everyone. The Belgians are not really a match right now. That's Belgium. We can puppet them for war reparations, but we'll just take it all because we need to form a formable later on. We'll put the army here on the French border. And since we're preparing for a war with France, pick up the supply map mode and do note that this supply hub is not connected to any of the railroads here. We are missing Dutch or Luxembourgian access here. We might get that eventually, but just, be on the safe side and build a railroad here and make sure it is higher level than 1. Then there's the Anglo-German Defense Pact. They accept. Offer of guarantee is accepted. We have 100 relations now, which is required for the next decision. Request restoration of British titles. In 1917, the British Parliament voted to revoke all British peerages and royal titles from German royal and princely families. Now that we are allies and are enjoying excellent relations, perhaps it is time to request a reversal of this decision. Sure. Just one moment, please. The British government accepts request. Yada yada yada. Send a liaison or just throw a party. Excellent idea. We shall send a liaison. That is our Princess Victoria Louise. And very sad for her, of course, but the Hindenburg does not survive the subsequent trip to London. The entire imperial family dies, which leaves the Kaiserin left to rule Germany. We now have Victoria, Kaiserin of the people. Country is relatively in shambles, but well, it's good enough. We can work with this. Should have picked a focus. We'll do demand the return of southern Jutland. Follow-up strategy. Because right now, if we go to Realpolitik Mitteleuropa, we see here a focus that we weren't able to see before. Restore the Holy Roman Empire, which gives us a whole bunch of cores. That is our aim today. Southern Jutland. A great day for the German people. Realpolitik is next. And these guys here, it is actually a core state in a while. Here it is, core states. We'll get Kesselring also on the way to the French border here. Need to keep an eye on France. They need to flip communists. They are getting our communists, so they should actually do that at some point. Once they do, and or when we have 950 Cape manpower, we can get this Locarno Treaty rejected. That'll give us a war goal on France, but we don't want them joining the Allies, so we need to flip them communist first. We can do some other stuff first. We can do Middle Europa and settle the Austrian question for a late game Anschluss. I'll just get to work on over here and get ourselves some pieces of Austria. Before we can actually do the Austrian question, which will, Anschluss them, we can sway public opinion in the federal state of Austria to our side, so we'll do that. And now we can do the Austrian question. Radar, here we go. We have almost enough manpower in the field for the rest of our shenanigans. We'll expand this Infanterie Division. And I'll make a duplicate. I'll call those the Landsturm after those old Civil War templates. Give them the scary icon. Make them elite. Give them anti-air, cavalry. Later on we'll give them flame tanks. And we'll add an artillery battalion. 10-1. And we'll convert the Witzleben army to the Landsturm. We now have some deficits to manage, but we should be able to manage. We finally are in the positives in terms of political power. I'd like to get the economist here either, or the economic reformer, possibly both. Austria accepts our demands. I've seen them denied as well. It doesn't really matter. Carve up Czechoslovakia. Kind of don't want to do this one because I need Czechoslovakia conquered. So I'll just leave this part of the tree for now. We do have a French commune now, which isn't in the Comintern yet. So this will be the right time to do the reject the Locarno Treaty. Conquering France will probably create enough world tension to allow us to do some other stuff anyway. Let's get our armies well and ready. I mean, we have deficits, of course, but who cares? Greater Hungary accepts our offer, and they join. Anyway, I can now carve up Czechoslovakia, but I'll wait until France is taken care of. Let's reject the Locarno Treaty. We can now declare war on France. We'll do so immediately. Now, once we are at war with France, we can click one of these three options. Schlieffen once more gives us a war goal against Belgium and Luxembourg. We already have Belgium. Luxembourg would be nice, but we can get it later. Switzerland, a war goal against Switzerland is much more beneficial because it would otherwise take us forever to get that war goal. And backdoor negotiations, yeah, you know, whatever. We're conquering here, baby. Also, note that bypass Maginot in the south requires us to be at war with France, so you can't just get this later. Right, war with France here. Use those fairly good infantry divisions to just encircle and break through here. Bypass Maginot in the south is done. I'm going to get Prussian legacy and instill Auftragstaktik. Paris is taken. Now the war goal against Switzerland is available. Should probably not wait too long before they pick up any guarantees. They are democratic after all. So I'll just stop the exercises on their border and declare war. I'm not as crazy as to actually push in here, although, you know, the general thinks he can do it. Finish it. And there goes France. Now all of their colonies have a high compliance, so what I like to do, I'm taking all of their states except France itself. I'm going to do puppet, resource rights, and war reparations, and stealing their navy. I need France for my Holy Roman Empire, but I'm counting on it that I will finally get some political power and take France later. For now, we will build military factories in France to lower their autonomy. But we are still at war with Switzerland. Going to do carve up Czechoslovakia. And they agree. So let's get down there. First Berlin Award. And there is Switzerland. Take all states. Who's next? Preparing for the next big target, Italy. It's only 38, but already the Brits have turned fascist. All their dominions have left. But I estimate a 99% chance that Italy will join the UK. We'll take out Italy first and then the UK. Wrap up the Benelux in between, and that should be it. First Berlin Award. Poland transfers Galicia. Second Berlin Award. Westbanat claim gained by Greater Hungary. Wait, is this a German or a Hungarian focus tree? Whatever. The Kingdom of Romania transfers old Hungarian possessions. And the Kingdom of Yugoslavia stands firm. We gain a claimed state war goal against Yugoslavia. Yeah, we'll save that for later. We're doing Conquer Italy now. Getting some claims and an annex war goal. After which we can do the Holy Roman Empire. French and German fleets combined should be able to take us past the Italians. I'm more worried about the Brits later on. They will close Gibraltar to me. Ah well, we'll see about that later. Here's the war goal against Italy. Now we're not there yet, but let's do the Holy Roman Empire focus now so we can get the spirit that is associated with it and at least get to see the decision. Italy, you have to go. Despite all that escort duty, my Marines got heavily intercepted. Anglo-Italian alliance, and they have joined the Allies? Not yet. Won't be long now. Let's justify war goals on Luxembourg and the Dutch East Indies. We'll need those territories. Benito, they boast. And here's civil war. We'll keep the occupied territory. I mean, it's probably not going to work, but I want as much as Italy, of Italy I can get, because I need Italy for the Holy Roman Empire decision. Here we are. We need North Slovenia even. All right. And Piemonte, Savoy, Alsace-Lorraine, Luxembourg, and all Dutch estates. Made it to Messina, and that's Italy. German Italy. Do I need any of those states to create the Holy Roman Empire? Toscana, no! Oh well, it'll take a little longer then. I wasn't able to take this one in the peace deal anyway. And the Brits are still not involved. Let's declare war on Yugoslavia, which will also bring in Romania. That's Yugoslavia. I'll just take it all of this state. And I have one blip of border with Romania and it's guarded. Let's call in Hungary. And send some help. Luxembourg justification is done. And that's Romania. I expect Hungary to grab a piece of that, but that's alright. Feeding stuff to my puppet. War goal on Dutch East Indies is done. Declare war and take them. And there we are. We're almost there, we just need Piedmont and Toscana. Here we go, German Italy can be annexed. So let's do that, and we can press the magic button. Revive the Holy Roman Empire. Just look at all those cores, that'll be added to my coring. Rebirth of the Holy Roman Empire. Under the rulership of Victoria, the German Empire has greatly expanded their borders, surpassing even those of the old Holy Roman Empire. Yes, indeed. And it's only 1940. Aguila elegit Jovis omnia vincit. Look it up. Well, that was my 100th video. Victoria is back, the Holy Roman Empire is back, and the possibilities for expansion are endless. We haven't even touched a lot of stuff yet. If you liked this video or found it helpful, press the like button so others can find it too. Helps me grow the channel, make even more good videos. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.